Hello, welcome to Soulprint Insights. I'm really glad you're here. For any new subscribers, welcome. I hope that you find some of what you're seeking here at Soulprint. And of course, to my established subscribers, I adore you and I thank you ever so much for your support. It is always amazing and always humbling. And just a quick thank you for those who have sent donations my way. They are received with absolute gratitude and frankly humility. So I thank you for that. So lately, I've been on a bit of a roll talking about your thoughts and keeping your thoughts positive and keeping your thoughts strong and clear. And it's really important that we do this because, when fear starts to churn, our thoughts sort of take a bit of a nosedive. And we must continually remind ourselves how unbelievably powerful our thoughts are. And we can't lose sight of it. And in fact, the more scared or frightened or concerned or negative we become, the more vital it becomes that we know how to pull ourselves back and put ourselves into a more positive and helpful space. In that vein, I am going to repeat a Masudius channeling that was originally aired back in February. So I've had a lot of brand new subscribers since then, and thank you ever so much. So I thought this was really important to review. Now listen, for new subscribers, just before I get onto this, I really encourage you to go to my homepage and click on playlists and take a look at some of the different readings or messages or videos that have been done sort of before you joined us. These things don't stale date. They're always valid. And so you may find some of your answers or guidance or insights, additional information in those playlists. So I do encourage you to go check out the Soulprint library, I guess. All right. So this particular channeling is one of my favorite because it does talk about not only kind of how to keep your thoughts strong and clear and positive, but in fact, how to recognize when maybe perhaps they're not. So, hang on here. I'm disorganized because, that's me. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put on my little reader peepers and I'm going to start. So the question that was asked to Masudius was, how do we keep our thoughts clear and positive? And here comes the answer. In order to uplift your thoughts to a higher and lighter filled vibration, you must understand what creates the thoughts you have. Your thoughts are created by what you believe, and your beliefs are often dictated to by your own feelings of worth and value. It can be very helpful to quietly sit and listen to that voice in your head. Understand what that conversation sounds like. You will be surprised at the number of times repetitive, negative thoughts mentally loop through your head. These then become the first piece of mental housekeeping. You can wish for, daydream about, think and plan about, but at the bottom of it, if you do not believe that you can really have it or that you deserve it, all the wishing in the world will not be able to overcome your own negative thoughts and thinking. Oftentimes, that verbal loop sounds like other people who have made statements to you. That instead of hearing and determining their value based on what you think and feel, or based on the intention and quality of what is being said, You simply absorb it as truth. Would you eat a rotten piece of food? Probably not. But you will absorb as gospel the vile, hurtful, and negative things others say. Think on this. Ask yourself, why would you do that? And when you have that answer, you can begin the process of clearing out that which is not in your highest good and that which does not serve you. Now, I'm just going to take a moment and explain why I specifically am, kind of going back to this message. In the United States, the election is 80 some odd days away. And between now and then, you are going to be inundated with disinformation campaigns, literally, whether they are coming out of Russia, Fox News, and I laughingly call them news, Republicans, surrogates, wherever it comes from. It is important that you don't just absorb this stuff and allow it to throw you into a worry spin. It's not true. You know the truth. So don't let stuff that isn't of the highest and lightest vibration come into your energy, because now you've made your work 3 or 4 times as hard. Now, do not be sidetracked. This message is not only about some election. This message is about you and me and everyone else who has a thinking, functioning brain, okay? We need to look very closely at the thoughts that are rolling around our heads about ourselves, okay? So as you're listening to this, those are the 2 areas that right now in particular apply to this message. Here we go. Okay. Other times, the mental loop in your head is your own voice. And oftentimes, that voice is saying things that are equally vile, hurtful, and negative. But yet, these 2 are accepted as truth. Most times, you do not even hear yourself saying them to yourself. I'm worthless. I'm fat. I don't deserve it. I'm not important. I have no value. You deserved exactly what you got. Any of them sound familiar? Most times you do not even hear what you are saying to yourself. Or you are not understanding that when thoughts are piled up and gain momentum, when you believe that those thoughts are your truth, you have now, wittingly or unwittingly, created the beginning of manifestation. Remember that there is not some omnipotent being out there who is saying yes or no. Thoughts are simply thoughts, and they are powerful. So after you have listened to these internal conversations, you will determine what goes and what stays. What thoughts and beliefs do not serve you. Those thoughts and beliefs that do not serve you can be neutralized by replacing those thoughts with positive and lighter thoughts. I am not is replaced with I am. I do not deserve is replaced with I am worthy. Perhaps this visual picture will help. See a circle. This circle holds all of your thoughts. Thoughts that are hurtful and lower vibration. Visualize those as gray and dull. Thoughts that are loving and positive are seen as white and vibrant. Now know that mentally, every time you think a positive thought, you are pushing away the gray. The goal is to be able to see your circle of thoughts as light-filled and vibrant. Soon you will be able to enlarge that circle and create a positive and loving mental place where your truth of the amazing, loving, worthy soul you are is in fact your perception. It is this internal perception that then creates the pathway to clear the positive thoughts and energy. It, of course, goes without saying that should you allow the dull and gray to replace the white and vibrant, the gray can and will push out the white. Like attracts like. These concepts play out in a million different ways every day. You are angry and upset, and when you stay in that place, you become more angry and upset. When you are happy and laughing, you tend to laugh harder. Understand, these thoughts are connected to your emotions, and both your thoughts and emotions have an energy pattern. This energy pattern impacts and alters your energy vibration, which in turn becomes the very energy that vibrates to like thoughts, which of course attracts more of the same. You manifest continually. Look closely at your beliefs and thoughts to gain clarity on what and why you are attracting. These are not new ways of thinking, you know this. Perhaps all that has happened is that there is now a new awareness, not only of the power of these thoughts, but of a better understanding of the fact that thoughts, beliefs, and deeds are the building blocks that create the very life you live. And that those are the very things that you have complete control over, which works out well, as those are the building blocks that you use to create and amplify that which is powerful, clear, and loving. Our highest prayer is that you come to see yourself in the same light that you are seen by us. You would then see a brilliant being of loving energy who is perfect for the moment they're in, and who playfully and with delight embraces the journey that they have chosen to travel. You would see a soul of divine beauty and perfect light, who makes free will choices in every moment. You are not one-dimensional beings, but incredible reflections of all there is, all there ever was, and all that shall come to be. You are of the light, from the light, and enveloped in the light. This is your true self, and that self should, in fact must, be honored in all ways, as this is the starting point from which your life is created. The expression should be, not you are what you think, not you are what you eat, but you are what you think. You are surrounded with love and light as you reflect on these words and the truth they hold for you. We remain at this time as studious. There's a lot to think about there. Take the time to think about it. Think about it when you are sitting quietly and you catch yourself not saying very nice things to yourself. Think about it when you're repeating over and over and over in your head something that was said to you or about you. It's not serving you, let it go. Think about it when stuff comes over your news feeds that frightens you and scares you. Ask yourself, does this even make sense? Do I choose to absorb this? Or instead, should I focus my energy on canceling whatever that negativity is and replacing it with higher, brighter, more loving intentions? Thank you so very, very much for joining me here today on Soulprint Insights. If you're interested in a private reading, there is information in the box below. And until I see you again, stand in your power and stand in your light. Bye for now.